my best dino pal, Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I'm so glad he was able to come home with me this time. I've really missed him. Now, today is Friday, February the 5th, 2021, and because it is Friday, it is time for a mini celebration for completing another week of school. So right now, everyone stop what you're doing, give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a high five, take a selfie, click, click, whatever you need to do to congratulate yourself for completing another week of school. Now, all right, fifth graders, let me ask, did anyone discover the famous African American I gave you hints about yesterday? It's in your textbook. I'm going to shuffle up here. So today I want to introduce everyone to a woman who was a patriot poet and a playwright. That's why Tyrannosaurus Rex is dressed in his best and finest patriotic red, white, and blue, because today we're going to learn about Phyllis Wheatley. She lived from 1753 to 1784, and she was a revolutionary intellectual who waged a war for freedom with her words. She was born in Africa in 1753. And she was captured as a child in West Africa and was taken to North America, and then she was made to become a slave. Now, Phyllis Wheatley had an unusual experience as a slave. Her owners educated her and supported her literary pursuits. And in 1773, listen to this, Mustangs, at around the age of 20, Wheatley became the first African American to publish a book of poetry in our country. The first one, and only the third woman to do so here. And shortly thereafter, her owners freed her, and she was a free woman. Now, influential colonists read Wheatley's poems and praised her talent. Her work carried a strong message against slavery and became a rallying cry for abolitionists. And those are people who argue against slavery, who believe it's wrong and believe that it's bad, and they're going to fight for slavery to be ended. She also advocated for George Washington's Revolutionary War in her poem, To His Excellency, General Washington. And this was before he became president. And she wrote, "Proceed, great chief, with virtue on thy side. Thy every action let the goddess guide. A crown, a mansion, and a throne that shine, with gold and fading, Washington be thine." Washington was so appreciative of Wheatley's support that he wanted to meet her. Now, this is the future president of our nation, the first president. And he is humbled to meet this patriot poet. Now, tune in on Monday when we meet a human computer who helped to calculate the flight path of the Apollo and land the Apollo 11 on the moon. And I'll give you a hint. There's a movie about her and her companions called Hidden Figures. So be thinking about that over the weekend. Now, boys and girls, we have one Mustang birthday to celebrate today. Colton Forster in the 4th grade is having a birthday today. So happy birthday, Colton, and we hope your day is incredible. Now, we don't have any birthdays to celebrate over the weekend, but make sure that you tune in on Monday to hear those Monday birthdays. We have a few. Lunch today is breakfast for lunch with biscuit and gravy, egg patty with bacon, tater tots, cherry tomatoes with ranch dressing, fruit, and your choice of milk. Lunch for Monday is at your home, because Monday and Tuesday are remote learning days so that teachers and staff can get their second vaccine. Now, we were supposed to have makeup pictures this past Monday, but since we were not at school because of bad weather, I've been telling you to make sure you listen for updates about this, and we're almost there. We have a plan in place for later this month, but we've got to adjust the date a little bit, so hang tight, and we will have an update for you very, very soon. Faculty and staff, please take the time to complete the Virginia School Survey if you haven't already. Today is the last day. The goal was to have 80% participation in the survey, so it doesn't take very long to take, and it can help us out in the long run. So go for it. All right, as I said, Monday, February the 8th and Tuesday, February the 9th will be virtual learning days due to staff appointments for the vaccine. And also the parent-teacher conference day that was originally scheduled for this coming Thursday, February the 11th, has been canceled and it's a regular school day. Don't forget, if you know anyone who has a future Mustang pre-K or kindergarten student in their home, that they can go to the Washington County Public Schools website right now, click the link to register them, and get them ready to go in the fall. Okay, Mustangs, it's time for me to shuffle up to my little corner, and it's time for us to talk about what it means to be a Mustang. So we've covered the letter M. Mustangs are mannerly and motivated. We've talked about the letter U. Mustangs are understanding and unique. We've covered the letter S. Mustangs are studious and special. We've covered the letter T. Mustangs are trustworthy and thoughtful. Now we've talked about the first trait for the letter A. Mustangs are appreciative, just like General George Washington was appreciative of Phyllis Wheatley's poetry. Now, today, we're going to cover the second positive Mustang trait for the letter A. Mustangs are attentive. Now, what does attentive mean? Tyrannosaurus Rex, I'm so glad to be back with you. You were so good at using a thesaurus and finding synonyms for those tricky words. So, some synonyms, or words that mean the same thing for our word attentive, are alert, careful, watchful, thoughtful, considerate, and mindful. So, to be attentive means more than simply paying attention in class, right? To be attentive, you not only pay attention, but you are aware and alert and considerate of your needs, your family's needs, your friends' needs, your teachers' needs, the needs of those around you. You are thoughtful. We already knew that, didn't we? That was one of the traits for T. You are attentive to what zone those around you are in, and you know just what to do to help someone get back into the green zone. You are mindful of other people's feelings, and you are an active and alert participant in your classes or your Zooms. So get a little extra zing in your step today and be extra attentive. Now, if everyone will please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Mustangs, that's all for now. Have a fun, fabulous, attentive Friday and a fantastic weekend. And as always, be excellent to each other. And we'll see you next time.